The 2026 FIFA World Cup quarterfinals are here. It starts today. France will take on Morocco. You know how it is. We call them the pride of Africa. They've done the best. Qatar 2022, they got up to the semi-finals. France stopped them. So maybe this time they might have revenge on their minds. But some would say that when you are going into a game of football, revenge is not the best thing. But I say that revenge is a dish best served cold. Well, this is where every touch matters. This is where every touch will matter, of course, and everything that you do, everything that happens on the pitch really does make, some kind of difference. Now, every whistle is analyzed in slow motion, and apparently every referee now has a conspiracy theory attached to them. Now, from VAR debates to accusations of FIFA favoritism, now from social media detectives dissecting every replay to fans convinced the script has already been written, this World Cup has delivered enough controversy to fill a courtroom before we've even reached the last 8. Now, but here's the beautiful thing about football. Once that whistle blows, hashtags don't score goals, opinions don't make tackles, and conspiracy theories don't stop a 30-yard screamer from nestling into the top corner. Now, the stage belongs to 8 nations. France will take on Morocco, like I mentioned earlier. Spain will lock horns with Belgium. England will meet the Vikings, Norway, while Argentina take on a very stubborn Swiss side. Now, the talking is almost over. It's time for football to do what football does best: settle the argument. This is Beyond the Game. I am Mike Messikeno. Yep, this is Beyond the Game. Welcome to the show. Let's start off. Let's get straight into it. Now, the greatest goalkeeping moment in FIFA World Cup history in football: goals win games and defense will win you titles. But sometimes goalkeepers become the biggest stars. The FIFA World Cup has produced some unforgettable moments between the sticks. Now, none more iconic than England's Gordon Banks pulling off what many still call the save of the century to deny Brazilian legend Pelé in 1970. Decades later, Argentina's Emiliano Martinez made a stunning last-second save against France's Randall Kolo Muani. We remember that one. We don't forget this particular one. In the 2022 final, a stop that helped Argentina lift the trophy. Then there's the incredible heroics of Mexico's Guillermo Ochoa, whose performances against Brazil in 2014 and Germany in 2018 turned him into a World Cup cult hero. And of course, no discussion is complete without US goalkeeper Tim Howard. Against Belgium, in a round of 16 at the 2014 World Cup, Howard pulled an astonishing 16 saves, the most ever recorded in a single World Cup match, a record that FIFA says he now shares with Curaçao's Eloy Room after the 2026 tournament. Now, these moments remind us that while strikers often steal the headlines, World Cup history has also been shaped by goalkeepers whose reflexes, bravery, and composure have turned certain goals into unforgettable saves. And now, of course, the latest one of all that is Vozina. That's somebody who moved up from what? 40,000, maximum 50,000, to at the moment, that should be like 20,000. 20 million, pardon me. Now that is quite something. All right, then moving on from that now, football has always been a game of tactics, talent, and fine margins. But what if the secret to winning was simply the number 6? Well, that's what exactly Portugal coach Roberto Martinez had fans talking about before the World Cup. Martinez revealed he believes in numerology, describing the number 6 as a lucky number for Portugal. His reasoning? Portugal won the European Championship in 2016, and in his view, the number 6 has continued to bring positive energy to the national team. But football has a way of humbling even the strongest beliefs. You go believe, tire, no evidence. Portugal's World Cup journey came to an end on July 6th, after Spain's number 6, Mikel Merino, came off the bench and scored the winning goal just 6 minutes after its introduction, aka 666. Now, for conspiracy lovers, that's enough to write a Hollywood script. For everyone else, it's one of those incredible coincidences that makes football so fascinating. Now, whether you believe in numerology, destiny, or simply good finishing, one thing is certain. The magic number 6 didn't quite work out the way Roberto Martinez had imagined. In the end, it wasn't fate that decided Portugal's future. It was a perfectly timed run and a decisive finish from Spain's number 6. Now that's a twist that you couldn't make up. 666. I like that. That's quite interesting. Well, we do have some more things to tell you. Now, FIFA's decision, now this one is causing quite a lot of stir, to appoint an all-Argentine officiating team for today's quarterfinal clash between France and Morocco has sparked heated debate across the football world. With Argentina still alive in the tournament, many fans have questioned whether assigning Argentine officials to such a high-profile fixture creates the perception of a potential conflict of interest. It does, that's for me. Now, supporters on social media argue that if France were to progress, it could set up a blockbuster semi-final or final involving Argentina, leading some to ask if FIFA should have opted for officials from a neutral nation to avoid unnecessary speculation. However, it's important to point out that FIFA appoints referees based on merit, experience, and performance throughout the tournament, and there is no evidence that the Argentine officials cannot perform their duties impartially. Referees are also bound by strict professional and ethical standards designed to ensure neutrality. So, this is a genuine conflict of, is this, or what do you think? Now, this is up to you. Is this a genuine conflict of interest or simply another World Cup conspiracy fueled by social media? One thing is certain. When the final whistle blows, the spotlight won't just be on France and Morocco, it will also be on every decision made by the men in the middle. And in this World Cup, the referees seem to be attracting almost as much attention as the football itself. All right, well, we'll take a time out now. Stay with us. It's Beyond the Game. There's still more to come. I have my guest in the house. There's quite a lot that we're going to be talking about. Don't go anywhere.
Watch the reaction of Egypt's manager. Says it all, guys. This truly says it all. I mean, Egypt were robbed in front of millions of people. FIFA's a disgrace. This World Cup is a disgrace. And I'll show you why. Watch this over here. McAllister, on an Egyptian player, pulls his shirt. It's a clear penalty, not given. Mohamed Salah, 50-50. If this was fair play to Argentina, they are absolute animals. They are dogs. They are like street dogs. They never give up. Look at Simeone, but watch the Egyptian fans' reaction. After
Welcome back. I have Net Blaster now, Simon the Net Blaster. You'll be Simon of Serene or something.
Yes,
it's great to have you, Net Blaster.
Yes, it's good to be here.
Always great to have
Exactly.
you. I love listening to him on radio. Of course, you can catch him on Max FM. Once it's done here, it's up until 6 p.m., right?
6 to 10 p.m.
6 to 10.
That's how we do it.
All right, that's how we do it. Net Blaster, this World Cup has been mired in controversy. Every World Cup, but this one more than others. Donald Trump has been there, back and forth. US, Iran, you know, it's almost like the drama before the World Cup even started. You can write a series on it, on Netflix series, and everything will be okay. But after the, so I remember talking about that once football starts, we'll forget about all the controversy because that's the normal thing.
Exactly.
But football started, and controversy continued piling up. Referees came in, and then the one that blew our head was Donald Trump, even coming out to tell the world that I called Infantino. And you know how he is, you know. But you know, there's just been so much back and forth. What is happening with FIFA? Will FIFA come out of this World Cup unscathed after all this, after so much controversies?
It is just so very unfortunate that we are facing what we are facing right now, and for FIFA, they are into a very tough battle of trying to clear the name right now, because after this World Cup, I think they need to go through an independent investigation to clear the name, because people need that transparency right now. And it is not also somehow a bit, we are not really surprised, because if you take a look at where the World Cup is even happening, this is a country that also has a president who is very vocal and always like to be in the news. In the news, exactly. This Donald Trump we are talking about, he would have actually not said anything about this and allowed it, and nobody even know what happened. But he wanted people to know that he actually played a part in that, and he affected the way people view, you know, FIFA. And don't forget that when we talk about football, football is a game of neutrals. You know, it is not meant to have anything to do with politics. It's meant to have that neutrality, and that is why if you are a member of the FIFA stakeholder or a member of the official, there is a code of ethics, Article 15 of FIFA, that states that you have no business with anything that has to do with politics. You are meant to be neutral, and if you ever involve yourself in anything that has to do with politics, you'll be fined a certain amount of money, around 10,000 euros, and also be banned for 2 years not to participate in anything that has to do with football. So, but if you also look at it, so many things are also being amplified too much, and we are just reading it out of proportion. And I can tell you that most of the things that people are complaining about is down to assumption and not really guilt, because it is not proven.
It's not confirmed yet. All right, let's talk Argentina, Egypt. I mean, I was watching that match. I remember seeing time when I mentioned that, Baba, one goal, Messi don't lose penalty. Exactly. And then there was a second goal. I said, this is all over. But then, you know, Egypt have officially put up they have sent a petition. You know, Hossam Hassam, the coach of Egypt, was so angry. He was even making signs up to the camera and everything. They officially put in a complaint, which I don't think FIFA will listen to. But, you know, the referee bias, was there a bias from the referee? What does this portend, whereby matches happen and the people are putting complaints, all of this is going on? Do you think that on that day, the referee was biased against Egypt? Bias is a big word. And if I come out here and tell you that the referee was biased, then you ask me, what is my proof? Is there any fact to back that up? On the pitch of play? Whether you like penalty, I was expecting a penalty, that everybody saw. Whether you like it or yes, interpretations of things like this are very subjective, because people will always, you know, react based on what they expect, or maybe based on what they have, the feeling they have pertaining to a particular game. If I was an Egyptian, you feel that way. If you're an Argentine, they don't care about those things you're saying. So, but if you look at that game critically, we are just failing to realize that Egypt, they failed to actually win that game, which was in their hands, and we are blaming the match official. If I ask anyone, what is that biased moment that we had in that game, I don't think anybody can actually come out with a key fact. You will tell me Egypt scored and it was chalked off. Was that a foul on Martinez? The answer is yes. Whether you call it a soft foul or a harsh foul. How about the supposed penalty on Mohamed Salah? Mohamed Salah, if you watch that clip where you realize that Alvarez took that ball first before there was a contact. He took that ball first, and watch the body language of Salah. He didn't act like there was a foul. All of these complaints are coming down based on the fact that the end part of that particular attack resulted to a goal. If it was not a goal, I don't think anybody would be here shouting about Salah. Because we've seen goals where people go back. Some refs go back 30 seconds, 40 seconds, even up to me and say, oh, there was a foul in somewhere and all of that, and that's what they were expecting. But the ref did not look at it. At that particular point, Argentina, there's been that talk about favoring Messi. From the first match, I mean, look at the match, the stamp, against Algeria. As Messi has scored just one. And that stamp against, it was the same stamp that Florent Barongo got a red card about. So the point is that are FIFA closing their eyes intentionally towards some of these things, especially when, I mean, Portugal left and we've heard that there was a 40% drop in ticket sales for the next round of fixtures. So what FIFA can be thinking that if Messi should go now, but we need to make money. That could also be, I mean, there are no sense. We've had FIFA has been corrupt before. We saw FIFA Uncovered. A temper to this one. Platini, that's why he's no longer involved in football. Sepp Blatter, that's why he's no longer involved in football. Gianni Infantino is not Jesus. He can also still be corrupt.
Yeah, Mike, you cannot take away interest in football. I said it here when I was, on the show on Monday that there's always an interest, whether in a subtle way or in an amplified way. That is why when any country is hosting a tournament, the organizers of that tournament will always want the country to remain in the competition as long as they can, so that they can continue to generate that interest and that buzz
around it.
And then when you have top teams in a competition, the organizers of that competition, directly or indirectly in their mind, will be hoping that the big teams will make it to the later stages of the competition, because the more they remain, the more interest and the more money they generate. Football is all about money. So right now, if you are saying FIFA is favoring Messi and all of that, favoring Argentina, all of these things are still assumptions, because ask yourself this question: in that game against Algeria, let's assume Messi was meant to have, be carded in that particular game. He was not. And we've also seen games in this competition where the referee didn't issue a card even when he was meant. There was a case of Hakimi also fouling a player in the game against Brazil. He was meant to be carded. He was not given, but because it is Messi, people are now amplifying it. Check all the games that Argentina played in this tournament. Against Algeria, whether Messi received a yellow card or a red card is a game that Argentina can comfortably win, and they won it comfortably. The goals were scored squarely. The game against Austria, they won it squarely. The game against Jordan, they won it squarely. So when people say they favor Argentina, is it that these guys are not playing well? Is it that they are not scoring the right goals? 2022 was all about they were awarding them penalties. This time around, even the penalties, they are missing it.
They're missing them.
So I think it's all about assumption, not really facts.
All right.
And people also, just playing around with their emotions and feelings based on who they are supporting.
All right, thank you so much, Net Blaster. We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. When we get back, we're going to be taking a look at what is on social media as France will take on Morocco today and other quarterfinal matches. We will be right back.
Shakira.
All right, let's take a look at what you are all saying on social media concerning the match today. It's France versus Morocco later on today, 9 p.m. West African time, Nigerian time. And I'm looking forward to it. Let's just take a look at the trends. And Morocco is actually #1 when it comes to the trends in Nigeria. It's a sporting trend, definitely. So let's see what you are all saying. Probability of, this is from @Footy Arena, says probability of winning the FIFA World Cup. Now, I don't know, this is not our own, we don't feel this way. This is the thoughts of Footy Arena, and whoever is involved in this is not anything that is confirmed. Norway 6%, Morocco 12%, Spain 13.9%, England 14%, France 16%, Argentina 2%. Love. I don't understand what he's trying to say there. Anyway, and then he puts up that thing we spoke about, that foul of Lionel Messi there. Abochi asks Grok and says, Grok, predict the scoreline of this quarterfinals. Let me see if Grok answered. Let's see what Grok would say to Abochi. Grok no agree to respond. No. Now Abochi go reply himself. Interesting. You need to be a premium member before Grok can respond to you in that particular way. Okay. Hey Grok, remove the player who will eliminate. And you guys must think Grok is God. All right. FIFA script got leaked. France will eliminate Morocco, Spain will eliminate Belgium, Norway will eliminate England, and Argentina will eliminate Switzerland. France will eliminate Spain, Norway will eliminate Argentina, Norway will beat. What? Now will be France. Hey, are you dreaming? I don't know why everybody just going about asking Grok and all of that. Well, okay. Morocco are 33 matches unbeaten in all competitions. Guess the last country they lost to? France. Well, that's our social media, our social and our fan cast. Everybody's talking about it. But then there are also other fixtures. France will take on Morocco. Like I said, it's 9 p.m. later on today. For other quarterfinal fixtures, Argentina, of course, will be taking on Switzerland. It will be Norway. Norway will be taking on England. That is quite an interesting fixture there. but it is just all about today. It's today, France, Morocco. So just let me know, what are your thoughts? Go up on social media and let us know. Use the hashtag Beyond the Game on TVC. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think about the scoreline, how you think it will happen. We will be here tomorrow. We're going to have a last one to wrap up the week. And I will probably, you know what happens? I will read out your predictions. So just, you can at me, at Mike Mesikeno, and then you can also at TVC Entertainment on X. It's on Facebook. I'll probably look at Facebook also. So on X and Facebook, at myself, Mike Mesikeno, or TVC Entertainment. Any of those ads, I'll take those messages tomorrow on the show. It's been a wonderful time with you. I'm looking forward to what happens today. Looking forward to that match. Maybe Morocco can do it. You cannot bet against them. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.